So first off, I want to congratulate everyone that has stayed super patient with the overall market. Literally, like, market's been selling off for about 2 to 3 weeks. We all know this, that it has been difficult to be able to tolerate this pullback. You guys know that I've been making videos every day as the market has been pulling on back, and it's much easier said than done, right? Everyone always says, oh, okay, well, the market's going to recover, so just hold, right? Or buy when it begins to recover. And we say this all the time, but it is difficult because you go through that emotional roller coaster. So I just think that you should take time and congratulate yourself that, well, now the market is actually indicating signs of growth. And now one thing that you should know is, of course, the market doesn't have to make a full recovery right away, but we're actually doing something now that we weren't for the past couple of weeks. As you guys can see, the overall market has been pulling back, making lower lows, lower highs, and it's been dreadful for those that have been very aggressively invested, and even like myself, right? I have nearly or over $500,000 in a lot of blue chip stocks. And I bought as it's been selling off, and today I really stepped on the gas. So as it began to indicate signs of an uptrend, I'm happy to announce that, I bought more TQQQ on my Fidelity account, right? I bought more Starbucks, I bought more Facebook, I bought more Peloton. These are all indicating, look at Peloton today, up over 6% on the day. One of the things that I want to remind you is I only have a smaller position here on my Webull account. So I have 31,000, a little bit of a larger one on my Fidelity account, but I wanted to take this time and just congratulate you. It is so much easier said than done, and it's still not done, and we're still gonna have our ups, we're still gonna have our downs, but if you are just like now able to breathe a little bit better because of how the market is performing today, let's have a round of applause for you, right? Because it is difficult. But it's the simple things in life that people tend to overcomplicate, right? And this is no exception. So I wanted to cover a couple different things. On the 4-hour time frame, you guys know that I've been paying attention to TQQQ, which this is the overall bull ETF that follows the NASDAQ market. This moves 3 times, so it's triple leverage of what the NASDAQ market moves. So if the NASDAQ market moves, as you can see, 1.6%, we're up 4.6%, right? So it's great. This is a step in the right direction. Now, I don't want you to get too overconfident and by me saying that is, I don't want you to think that the market has to recover right away. It could still pull back a little bit, but we're actually doing something right now that we weren't before. And not only are we trading above the EMA on the 4-hour time frame, which is a step in the right direction, but if you look a little bit closer on the 1-hour time frame, we actually just broke above the SMA line, or the moving average, on the 1-hour time frame. And this is something that ever since it began to pull on back, that we were getting rejected by. But as of right now, it looks pretty good. Now, does it have to continue to uptrend? No, of course, it can get rejected. So make sure you take that into consideration. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. And as you guys can see, it's a sea of green. It's amazing. And if you guys love these days, I'm so happy for all of you guys. I hope that I earned your thumbs up in this video. I've tried, and I hope that you can see that from my videos. I've tried to make encouraging videos just to simply remind you that you're not alone with those red days. That, there's even myself, right? I tried to show my red days because I figured I'm probably more invested than most people, right? Than beginners. And I just hope that you can take from at least my perspective and see how much it was that I was down, or how much it was that I had invested, so you felt a little bit more comfortable or confident with your trade, right? So AMC is actually looking pretty good right now. So we just broke above $2,000 on the day, and we're beginning to test that SMA line. So we'll see if we get rejected as we normally do, or we'll see if we actually break above. But I'm excited to follow up. I just wanted to make this video and simply share with you that the tech market and the NASDAQ market is looking good. It's looking like we're making a steady recovery. We're now trading above the SMA line. We're now trading above the EMA line on the 4-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, we are approaching that potential resistance level at the SMA line. So please be aware of that, where we got rejected at before. but this is definitely a step in the right direction, and finally we can breathe. And if you agree, I hope that you consider dropping a thumbs up and consider subscribing, as all I ever like to do is make encouraging videos to make you feel like you are moving in the right direction, not only on your green days like today, but on your red days, right? Red days are inevitable in the stock market, and one saying that we have with our LPP group is, if you can't accept the red days, you haven't earned the green days. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. And also, let me know, as the market is beginning to indicate signs of a recovery, right? Because nothing has really changed. And we actually talked about this during the live trading session today, today and yesterday, where we see this time and time where the NASDAQ market pulls on back, and it's due to bad news or whatever the case might be. And then all of a sudden the market begins to recover. This even happened during, COVID. And there's not any positive news that was shared even during the pandemic, right? But it all of a sudden just began to recover as it became oversold for a long enough period of time that it established a support level and recovered. There's no positive news that was shared today. There's no real catalyst that drove the market up. But again, this happens time and time again, which is why I always make these videos reminding you to understand the true direction of the overall market and why it's such an opportunity to take advantage of these deals in a bullish market, right? It sucks when it pulls on back, but it's those that can prepare for it that can really make a difference. So I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And if you want to join our live trading session tomorrow at Market Open, I'd love to have you. And that's that second link down below to learn a little bit more about it. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.